Hey guys, I got two of these cast iron 56-inch Contechs. Both of them were locked up when I got them. The bearings were rusted shut, I guess we'll say, rusted stuck. This one I got freed up using just some oil and WD-40. The other one I had to open the housing, and after opening the housing, I was able to get the bearings freed up, but they're still noisy. So my plan is to replace them. The bottom bearing is rusted in, and the shaft is rusted to it. And I've tried heat. I've had a torch on it for a good 10 minutes, and it still wouldn't come free. So I got to figure out how to get that out of there. I'm going to see if anybody else has any tricks. I've tried all mine that I can think of off the top of my head. So worst case scenario, I put that one back together again, and it's loud too. But this one I didn't have to open. It's loud, but it runs. And if I can have good luck replacing the bearings in the other one, maybe I'll replace them in this one too. We gave it a dusting. I've talked about that in some of my other videos. That's when there's some real noticeable paint scuff. So we just go over it with some white spray paint, not to make it look repainted or make it look restored or new, but just to make it look a little bit less bad. And that went well. The tags are all worn off on it, other than the UL tag and the Contech tag on the lower canopy, so don't really know when it's from. It would be dated, but it's considerably different than my brown one, which is 95. So the latest it could be is 94 if they happen to change the tags right then. I'm guessing it's more like mid to late 80s. Here's another interesting tidbit. These are the exact same blades that are on the post 85 gold lines. So maybe the same OEM, or at least the same blade OEM. Metal Pete, of course, wants to run the controls. And we did a little testing on this when we were working on the bearings. And it definitely was a little bit sluggish still. So we'll see how it does. It definitely does not perform as well as it would if it had new bearings. But we'll see if we can get it broken in a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to do 0 to high first to get the actual rating.
Okay, what's it start at?
0.85.
Okay, we did check the cap in it, by the way. Cap in it, it's a 9.5, and it measured at 9, and just because the bearings are flaky, I wanted to make sure I had a cap that was right on spec, so I put an actual 9.5 in it, and on the bench, it seemed to make a difference, but who knows if it would have blades attached. So, you can hear the bearings. I mean, we've had worse. We've definitely had louder bearing fans. This tack behind me.
Oh yeah, and then that Moss Caribbean.
That Moss Caribbean breeze is louder, but this is definitely loud. So this is not a fan that I would hang like this in any place where noise matters. Let's see how it does airflow-wise.
Yep, your final reading is flopping between 0.79 and 0.8.
Oh wow, this is pretty good for distance. It's almost. You tell me what you think. It doesn't give a real strong breeze right under the fan, so I wasn't expecting much from a distance.
It's probably similar to gold line.
Yeah, but it's definitely similar to a gold line.
Yeah, well, same, like you said, the blades are
the same. And current draws more though.
A little bit.
So it's a little bit less efficient. I think it's a little bit less airflow too, but
maybe a little, but it's so close.
It's definitely close. It's definitely a real strong breeze from a distance there.
Finally, it's stable out to 0.79.
0.79, so yeah, it's
what I'm reading. So
okay.
Let's do a spin down right
spin
here.
Down. Yeah, I don't think I could get it any quieter with any time. I might be able to get it to spin a little freer with time, because it's clearly still catching a little bit. You can tell when it tries to start on low that it's catching. And the spin down's pretty quick too. So you can, I can probably get it freer, but I don't think I get it any quieter. When the bearings rust, eventually they get pitted, and that's how you get a fan that spins free but is noisy. It's pitted bearings. And again, I'll have to see with the other one. If I can successfully change the bearings in that one without doing any damage to the motor, then I might as well do it in this one too. But, yeah. We'll see. I mean, also, one of the things I think about is, okay, I could go through the trouble of changing the bearings, but why if I'm not going to hang them up anytime soon? You know, I don't have any place to hang these. The only place I could hang them would be downstairs. But honestly, I don't think I like these enough to put it downstairs in place of the gold lines.
No.
Tell you what I would put downstairs is, you know the CEC version of this?
Yeah.
Plastic canopies, motor sticker, it's got the same rings in the bottom, same blades, but it's
okay.
That I want badly, and if I found one of those, I might put it downstairs. So that spin down was pretty quick.
Yeah.
So let's see when it starts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just starting on 9, and we're at 0.42, so...
The fact that it's starting and then going kind of fast is indicative of the bearings catching. I bet you... Okay, turn it back to 5.
Nope.
Okay, try again.
Try again to the...
Yeah, go up. No, I'm saying go up from 5 up to 6, 7.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, well. See, and you can see it once it gets past the rough spot, it gets faster right away.
Yeah.
You see what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Turn it down to 8. That's 8.
Yeah.
See, depending on where it is, that's just a rough spot in the bearings.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to tell because sometimes open in the rotor will do the same thing, but in this case, since the bearings were stuck, it's pretty clear, and you can kind of feel it. If you turn it by hand, you can kind of feel. It's the same problem I have with that Stratofan downstairs. I'm pretty sure it's a bearing thing, but I'm not positive. At some point, I'm going to take it apart and replace the bearings.
Yeah. And I'm at 8 right now.
Yeah. See, there's just one little rough spot.
Yep.
Right there is where it's going to hit, and then once I get past that,
okay.
You can leave it there for a minute. Let's see if it keeps. It should keep going at 8. In fact, once it stabilizes at 8, drop it down to 7 and see if it keeps going.
Okay.
Like I said, that's the thing that with time I might be able to smooth it out. You know, because when it's catching, it usually means there's still some rust in there. So the great thing about that's why I use WD-40 first, is because WD-40 will get rid of the rust. Oil won't do that. WD-40 will get rid of the rust, and oil won't. But let's turn it down to 7. See if it keeps going.
Okay.
You can see once again it gets slower when it gets to that rough patch, and then faster. Turn down to 6. You're going to make it past? Nope, it gets stuck in that one spot. You can see how abruptly it stopped there. So, you know, that's how you can tell the difference between an open in the rotor versus a rough spot of the bearings. Is there's actually visible resistance when it gets to the rough spot in the bearings. So, yeah, this would actually run great with new bearings. So, okay, so we're at 6 with the drawn at 6.
It is 0.29.
Yeah. My guess would be with new bearings it would start at 5. I could be wrong.
Okay. Alright, should I go up to 7?
Yeah, go ahead.
7, I'm at 0.33. 8, 0.38, 9, 0.42. Now I'm right at 10. 0.45. 0.4.
Give it a minute, because I think it's having trouble getting up to speed again, because the bearings are still rough.
Yeah, I'm right on 11.
It definitely takes more time to get up to speed on high than it would otherwise, I think. Start to hear it. Okay.
Got 0.48.
That's 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
0.51 on 13.
Okay.
14.54. 15, I'm at 0.56. Alright, 17, I'm at 0.6. 18.62. 20, I'm at 0.65. 21, 67, 25.71. 30. Alright, I'm on 30, I'm at 0.75, so I'm almost there.
Yeah.
So, 30. And then, I'm going to go to 31. 33. 35. 76. 8. It's flopping. I'm just going to max it out, and I'm at 0.76, and that's maxed out.
Go to high. Still a noticeable difference. Okay. 0.82, and it's dropping.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would draw on high with fresh bearings. I wonder if it would be less.
Very likely.
Because there's still some resistance there.
Sure.
Okay, stop it. I do wonder when they switch from cast to stamp. That's what I forgot to do, by the way. I was going to pull the...
Alright. Okay. Is that your stamp? Is that one got curved or straight blades?
This is 60-inch straight blades, but it's the same motor.
Okay.
So that's stamped.
Is there a difference in diameter? Or?
That doesn't look that way.
Oh.
If you want to, after we're done with this one,
Yeah.
we can hang this motor with these blades.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do that?
Sure. Let's give a comparison.
I thought you might like that.
Yeah. Give it a try.
Okay.
Alright.
So go ahead and solid state it up. I have 3 of these.
Yeah?
All new in box.
Okay.
So if you want to hang 2 of these in your practice room.
Oh, I could only hang one because where the
remote control.
Oh yeah, remote.
But if you wanted to hang 2 and you don't want the noisy ones, you could get 2 of those.
Sure.
And heck, we could get we could get new blades from Envirofan and put those on there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm going up.
I hear it a little bit, and I see it trying to move. There you go. What are we at?
We are at like 2 o'clock and drawing at 0.4.
Yeah. Took a hard time there.
Yeah, it should be down at 0.2, and usually that's typical where I start getting it to start
And
right.
that's what happens with rough bearings. So it's silent with the solid state. I mean, there's a little buzz, but not much.
All right, I'm just gonna go right up to noon here, 0.55. Yeah, the gold lines you got out of Kohl's, the ones you had to free up, did they make this much noise?
No.
Really?
No.
And you said they were all locked up, rusted.
Yep. We can. One of these days we'll pull. You know what? We'll see how much time we have left. I can dig one out if you want to try one.
Yeah.
Which would you rather do, that or the stamp motor?
Let's try one of those.
You'd rather do that than the stamp motor?
I'm trying to think. They're both good.
Let's do the stamp motor first because
Sure.
it's already out, and then let's see how much time we have.
Yeah, with these blades, these exact blades.
Yeah, with these exact
I'm already
blades.
at noon, so I'm going to go to 11.
What are we drawing at noon?
We were drawing 0.53.
We do.
And then at 11, 0.64. At 10.7. I'm just going to do high.
Okay.
And I get practically the same thing. 0.8.
So while you are testing the the next Contech, I will dig out one of those Cole's gold lines. You should look at that excited look on his face there.
I used to eye them out when I was little.
Yeah.
You probably did too.
Of course. They all had balloons stuck in them.
Oh yeah. The ones that in Madison did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Also did the ones down by me.
Yep. Okay, so that's the end of this Contech. And we're going to try the stamp motor with the same blades, and we'll compare it. And if we have time after that, we will try the one of the infamous Cole's gold lines.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching.